welcome back to the Southern Hemisphere.
Thank you very much.
We love having you here at Oz Comic Con. Is it hard to keep up the US accent? Do you find yourself switching on and off set?
Weirdly, I find it okay. I think I grew up watching a lot of American film and television, and it's just a familiar accent to me. So I tend to kind of, when we call cut, I go back into my own accent and hop around a bit.
Great, that's so easy. And are you pushing for a New Zealand victim so you can use your own accent?
Yes, we've actually talked about it a lot. There are a few people that Rob Thomas, our showrunner, really wants to get, so kind of has been subject to other people's availability, but it will happen and it will be a lot of fun.
Great, that's so exciting. And what are you actually eating as brains?
The brains are gelatin. They're like kind of, I mean, it's gross, but we try to hide them in lots of other things now. We like put them in good sort of stews, and then I have a spit bucket as well. That kind of helps as well.
Okay, great. And do you actually like hot sauce?
I do. I love hot sauce, so that works well. That also just hides any bad food, so it's great.
Easy.
I use it at home when I make a bad meal. I just drown it in hot sauce.
Did the idea of you kind of freak you out for your pilot episode or anything like that?
Not too much. Some of the morgue stuff freaks me out a bit, like getting used to seeing the prosthetics of the Y incisions on the chests, and it was weirder actually seeing the lovely background actors who would play those bodies get up in between takes and have a coffee and sit in their chair, and they've got like blood and guts falling out of them. I found that a little squeamish.
Yeah, understand. I would too. If you could choose anyone in the world, whose brain would you like to eat?
I would like to eat the brain of Donald Trump right now and work out what is going on. I need to get inside there. There are so many questions I have.
Oh, yes. I think the world has a lot of questions.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd like to take on any of his characteristics, though. So that's the stitch up with Liv, is that's what would happen.
Yeah. So you also play Tinkerbell on Once Upon a Time. Will we be seeing more of her in the future?
Yeah, we have tried a few times to bring her back, but scheduling's quite hard because they shoot at the same time as iZombie. But we are all in Vancouver, and our showrunner is a good friend of the showrunners of Once Upon a Time. So we're very hopeful that it will happen at some stage soon.
I love her.
Oh, thanks. I'm inspired by her today with my hair.
It fits your look, I think.
Thank you.
Who is your OTP on Once Upon a Time?
I think it would be Hook and Emma. I think like Hook and Emma, I feel like selfishly I really like them both as people. So I'm like, you guys work together. I know you guys get along so great. Can't everybody just make it work?
Yeah. So we also saw you're writing a screenplay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Peter Salmon, who's a director from New Zealand who works here a lot. He actually lives in Melbourne. Wow, I wonder where he is right now. Good question. Anyway, he and I have been co-writing a screenplay that's like a pretty gritty, dark story about a 15-year-old girl who carries out like a full fake pregnancy. So it's pretty dark, but it does have some comedy elements, very different to any work that I've done, and it's something that I wouldn't act in. It's just something I've written.
Okay. So. Do you think you'd want to write or direct an episode of iZombie in the future?
I would. I wouldn't want to write because it's an amazing writers team where they have like 12 people sitting in a conference room like this, and they are so good at what they do. I think I've learned a lot more about directing being on set as often as I have over the years, and I feel like that's something I would kind of like to dabble in at some stage. I don't know how I could play Liv and direct an episode, though. That's a big workload.
If you could choose one co-star to save from a zombie apocalypse, who would it be?
Malcolm Goodwin, who plays Clive Babineau, because he has worked 53 different day jobs and he could do everything to like help.
He would survival.
He would repair the houses, and he would like treat somebody's health condition, and he would put the children to sleep, and he'd be great.
Oh, that's so great.
It would be him.
Fans are eagerly awaiting season 3. What little tidbits can you tease us with?
Well, I don't know too much yet because we only go back to start filming next month. So far I'm still in the dark a little bit. I know that Vivian Stoll, who came in at the end of season 2, is going to be a very significant character, and I'm very curious about what her intentions are. And there will be a lot of kind of Scooby Gang, like all of us working together to try to combat stuff now that everybody in the close kind of circle knows that Liv is a zombie. So it's going to be a little bit of a dynamic shift, but I don't know any of the brains or anything yet, which I'm dying to hear about.
Are you a Major and Liv shipper?
I am. I think that ultimately I like that they're friends first, and that if they're going to work out, it's going to be solid because of having that as a base. But I also think that things have been very complicated, and they've both been pulled in very different directions, and it's not something I think they should rush to try to make work immediately.
Yeah,
otherwise they might lose their friendship on top of everything.
Oh, that's nice. I like that view on it. So this being Comic-Con, do you have a favorite TV show that you love to binge watch?
I've only just finished binge watching the US Office. It took me a long time to do that because I was a big UK Office fan.
Yeah.
But I've come to realise you can like both. But the next, I've got a few things I want to watch. I want to watch The Path. I love Black Mirror. I binged that. What else? The Leftovers is another one that I'm really looking forward to
Great,
seeing.
I'm going to look them up. Is there anyone you're excited to meet here yourself?
Well, I was very excited to see Lucy Lawless, who's here, because we had worked together when I was 9. I played like mini
wow.
Xena, so we've known each other over the years, and it's always great to run into her.
Oh, that's so exciting.
That's
You
really
must be
fun.
excited to see her too.
Yeah, we were happy.
Yeah. And finally, you're quite the singer. Is this something you'd like to explore in the future?
Yeah, I love singing. I don't know. It's such a hard career, and it's something I do for pleasure, and I think I'll always do for pleasure, but making an album is a lot of work.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
more I might try to like album my way into some friends' music.
Especially on top of filming.
Exactly. No, I've got a couple of friends that I do want to do some stuff with when I get back. Elvie Yost is an amazing singer. She's on that show The Catch.
Wow.
And she and I have kind of sung together a little and would like to do that more.
Oh, that's
but
so great.
I'll get her to write all the songs, do all the hard
Yeah, and then
work, come
just
up with
pop
the
in.
harmonies, and I just show up on the day.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
And
well.
my